This video I'm recording for Srini, who is working as a senior database administrator, who came for a guidance on what he should be doing moving forward, given the world we are living in, which is AI, data, cloud. And so in this video, I'm recording specifically for him based on what I did, because I transitioned myself from a database administrator working on Oracle databases ERP back on the days of from 2000 to 2011-12 to transition into cloud as a data architect, then multi-cloud AI, and now these days on AI and machine learning as well. So to give you some context, I'll give you some little bit background on for him, what he's doing, and what I did in my past to go from earning less than $100 a month back in 2000, 2001 to now working in excess of more than £1,000 here in the UK. So the whole path and what I would suggest, what things I would do differently, given that now we are living in a world of AI era as well. So just to give you some context, this is the video which is published here inside the free community. I'll also tell you how to come here, and if you want to go more deeper into these things, which I'll cover towards end of this video as well. So just to give you some background without revealing any of his identity, because the Srini came for some guidance and support in terms of what he should be doing. He's working as a senior database administrator, um, specifically on as a senior Sybase administrator with 14 years experience in India, and would like to earn in excess of 40 lakhs per annum, which is coming to around 40,000 pounds in or maybe $50,000, which is quite if from India's point of view, is good salary. And he can go a little bit higher as well. He can aim a little bit higher as well. But I think it's a good starting point if that's what is totally achievable. So what he should be doing, given as a he was working as a senior database administrator as well. So this is what I would recommend someone for a high level how IT is moving. There's a lot of demand these days for AI, machine learning, generative AI, but that AI and machine learning, generative AI underlying sits on top or uses a lot of data. And given that he's working and coming from a data background, he should probably definitely be looking at data engineering, data architect, data scientist. Mainly data architect and data engineering part is a good one, but don't limit himself or for just for data part. Data these days is in an olden days when I started my career back in 2000 2001 as a Oracle database administrator, a lot of these things were in on-premise world. There was nothing cloud at least till 2008 2009 where we started hearing, and 2000 I transitioned to from a on-premise world to looking at it Oracle on a cloud world in 2011 12. So everything a lot of these data nowadays moving towards cloud and implementations on cloud. So you have AI machine learning underlying using the data, and on that data sitting on top of it using on cloud. And I'll also talk about is what type of cloud you might or may be doing. Now, till 2017-18, we saw one single cloud was more than enough. You're working on maybe AWS cloud, Azure cloud, Microsoft Azure cloud, Oracle cloud, but then you can pick up with 2019 and 20 onwards, we see lots and lots of companies started using multi-cloud, and now almost more than 83% companies worked on a multi-cloud. And so what I've realized, and also in my last 4 or 5 years, I've not worked on even a single client who is working on just one single cloud. Most of them are having three cloud, four cloud, but majority of them at least two cloud, for example, for so. So then this is so AI using data, and then on data sitting on top of cloud or multi-cloud. Then on right hand side, you see the day-to-day operations. You should, even if you're not doing those day-to-day operations, you should be familiar with things like DevOps now that you have ML as well. So ML ops, AI ops, those things, operations, day-to-day operations as well. So where you are familiar with CI/CD tools like ML, Kubeflow or ML flow, or normal day-to-day CI/CD, GitOps, and all of those things you should be aware of. So, suggestion for Srini or anyone who is working on data, at least data, or would like to move into AI machine learning field. I think the cloud experience is mandatory, and you can, depending on where your desires are, maybe begin with one or two cloud. AWS or Azure are quite popular. AWS was hugely popular, and then equally followed by Microsoft Azure as well. So for him, depending on the cloud, definitely it should be having a learning cloud. And So within cloud, as I said, AWS or Azure, and optionally Google as well, depending on where the clients are. If you have a client who's already implementing Google, then go for Google as well. Now, from a role point of view, because you're coming from a background of senior database administrator, then maybe you want to go for a cloud data architect or cloud engineer or cloud database administrator, but more and more towards cloud, doing the whole data part as well. And then from a pay point of view, I think 40 lakhs, if you have these all three tracks, it's totally achievable. I'll give you some tips from a coming from a what all things you should be doing in AWS or Microsoft Azure Cloud, or even coming from an Oracle background, then maybe what in Oracle as well. We'll talk about that as well. Now, whatever, once you have the basic underlying data knowledge on cloud, if you already have, then probably data with AI machine learning, where you're bringing the data. There's something called as EDA, if you're familiar, if not, exploratory data analysis, where you bring the data from multiple data sources and bringing into maybe build a lake house, or where you data can be processed, or more things can be added, or data can be improved, so can ready for your machine learning models and so on. So transition into data architect with an AI ML data engineer role, or AI infrastructure specialist as well. Now, what skills you should be focusing on from an from an AWS point of view? You have things like S3, which is a simple storage service, which is a object storage. Then you have Athena, Glue, Kinesis, RDS for different databases and so on. From an Azure point of view, Azure SQL database is there, and then Platform as a Service, which is an ETL tool similar to Glue and Athena. Then Synapse is there, Google BigQuery, definitely on for cloud native services as well, and do pick a little bit of cloud native services as well. Now, if you want to go for multi-cloud data platforms, Snowflake is there, Databricks are there, and so on. Also, there are the AI integration tools like Azure AI. You have a Bedrock. So these are the services that you see here. If you see now from a Microsoft Azure point of view, Azure Machine Learning, Azure OpenAI services, from a AWS Bedrock and SageMaker, Vertex AI, pick up these. From a data lake, these Databricks point of view, you have from learn a little bit of Databricks or Snowflake, at least have a familiarity with, and then you go deeper and deeper on. You have, for example, Redshift is there for data factory lake storage. I've already mentioned Synapses and so on. So these are the things you should be doing. Now, from a high paying joint point of view, probably might go for cloud database architect, but data platform engineer um, as well. And there's a AI ML data architect, huge many other. That's where as a combination of AI and machine learning with data, AI infrastructure engineer as well. These are some of the salaries I've mentioned. And on the similar lines, you probably, depending on if you're watching this on someone from US or UK or Canada or Middle East or Singapore, change that salaries accordingly. But this is the range. This is what I would do now, given that I've transitioned myself from a normal database administrator to now working in multi-cloud AI machine learning data as well. So maybe have a knowledge of multi-cloud database, or sorry, multi-cloud platforms like AWS and Azure. Also do some data and AI certifications. There is a data engineering, which is hugely popular from Microsoft Certified Data Engineer. It's quite popular. There's a similarly in AWS, you have an AWS Data Engineer. Then you have AI and machine learning related certifications on AWS and Azure cloud as well. And then maybe you can go for cloud native data tools like Snowflake and Databricks, as I've already mentioned as well. Now we suggest a three-step framework, which is a mentorship, and it's an accelerator program that we do have a word with my team, and they'll be happy to help and connect and guide. Where first, so this is, I've given you a very high level, but on the first week, we sit down together with you and help you with writing down the exact plan for the next probably 3 to 6 months, going for whatever you are based on your strength, and highlight the things that you can quick wins, and so that you can get a job and work on, or that kind of a job. Then you go for and look for a within, once you have identified the plan for the next probably 2 to 6 months, and that's where you go for resume and LinkedIn preparation. Resume preparation and LinkedIn preparation is important because you have to show the potential employer what all things you should be doing. Then also work on doing a hands-on project-based learning. It's very, very important. A lot of guys go and study the theoretical knowledge, but not having a hands-on. That's why they struggle to clear the interview. The resume and LinkedIn are important, because if the resume is not refined, what an potential employer is looking for, the LinkedIn is not aligned for those as per the job descriptions or the potential jobs you're looking for, you won't even get interview calls. and then of course do multiple mock interviews as well. And once you've got that kind of a job, don't stick to there. Make sure that you keep learning and keep refining your skills, or this is where the accelerate part of the three part series comes into handy. Now that's how I have done to go from, as I said, earning less than $100 a month back in till 2003 2004, to then every year I kept increasing from 450 pounds a day to 500, 700, 900, as I said, in excess of 1,000 pounds a day now here, working with multiple clients as well. And I'm sure confident if you follow this, you're going to achieve that same as well. This is then, once we go on the middle part, this is the middle part that you see. So once understood on how to achieve the hands-on project-based learning, mock interviews resume, this is what we suggest and say, um, keep one of those. You don't need to do all of them, just one or two to begin with, and keep improving on these things. Once you get a job, one either multi-cloud data, you can easily get a job, but don't, if you really want a good paying job and keep upgrading yourself on a high paying job, keep improving on these things. Parallelly working on resume and LinkedIn, as I said, and then of course mock interviews as well. Now, if you need, any of you guys need any help, if you're watching this and if you need any help, come and get in touch with my team. There is a video, sorry, there's a link here. We'll probably might put the link as well below this video. But if you go and check out where, if you're watching this on some other place, my team have forwarded, or some other place you've seen this, you're watching this, you can go to this URL, ketonacademy.com/AI community. And I might change that name as well. ketonacademy.com, I might change it free community. So ketonacademy.com/AI community for now, or free community. I'll redirect it to that URL. And if you come here, this is the community which is absolutely free. You can join this community. You can discuss, chat if you're not already part of. If you're part of, go to this classroom section. This is where I'm adding this video. So come under career guidance, and you will see this is a video which I'm recording. I'm going to put this video here, but you can see other things, like someone was asking about, someone is based in India, they want to move to New Zealand. So what are the job roles? Or someone is already in New Zealand, they share the LinkedIn profile, and working as IT manager, what should be doing for techno functional roles in New Zealand, or how to prepare for a job role in Azure as Azure data engineer, or if you don't have any coding or background, what you should be doing. And like that, there's tons and tons of career guidance. I'll keep adding as you go here. So similarly, there are some of the success stories to inspire you. You can check it out. For example, Yash, who got a job as a data engineer. There are a lot of guys who have got job. Sarkar got a job as a Kubernetes administrator, which is a cloud native container orchestration platform to manage applications. Kennedy as a senior technical advisor. John changed her career in 40s. Sean from unemployed for 7 months to working as a AWS and so on. Like, just go and check. Um, Fio Young probably got a job within 1 month or so. So you can. This is just to inspire and just to do. There are other stuff as well, useful stuff. Probably you might find it. There's a. This is something which I want to explain you, this three-step framework. If you want to go deeper into, this is where you will see. This is a 2 hours class, which is also available on a YouTube channel. And you just click and check it out to find out more information. Also, there's a lot of stuff, free stuff there available in this community. You can check it out as well. Now, like that, if you have any other question, or if you need help and guidance like this, get in touch with my team by filling this form. So answer a few questions on this form. I think it's ketonacademy.com/AI cloud call. And just click on this link here and answer some questions, and definitely give your LinkedIn profile and what kind of a jobs you're targeting, and what do you think is stopping you from getting that job, because that way I can know and understand what your mindset is, how you're thinking, and what are your limiting beliefs. Most of the time, it's not actually getting a job done. Based on the framework that we mentioned, you can get a job very, very easily. It's not about the job. It's mainly about is the mindset and how you think. Those are the main two important things, which will stop you in getting the result. And that's where you need an accountability partner, and you also need someone to unblock you that mindset shift, because someone who's gone through that journey before you, they know what goes in, because I've gone lots of up. You might see when I say $100 to in excess of 1,000 pounds a day, it was never steep curve. It was goes ups and downs and ups and downs. I have a coach now who mentors and guide, not from a technical point of view, but from a mindset point of view, to help me on going through those down phases to pull me up again as well. So with that, I hope this video was useful. If it's not, give me the positive, constructive feedback as well. So say what I can do to improve, anything else that you think want to see in these videos like these, and or you want to see more technical videos, whatever you want to see, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to help. With that, this is Atul from Team K2 Academy. Thanks for watching this. I'll see you with another thing soon. Take care and bye for now.